Okay, so we're diving into the 2024 B2B Buyer Experience Report from 6Sense. Now, I've touched on some key findings in previous videos, but let me quickly recap the biggies. Okay, so buyers are 70% through their purchasing process before they engage with sellers. Over 80% of the time, buyers make the first contact, not sellers. And by the time sellers are looped in, buyers already have a preferred vendor in mind more than 80% of the time. And in 85% of cases, buyers have already set their purchase requirements before they reach out. All right, so this data paints a clear picture. Traditional cold prospecting methods like calls, emails, social selling, pitch slapping, and whatnot are largely inefficient and misaligned with modern buyer behavior. Okay, so that's the summary. But what got me was that after 50 plus pages of data, 6Sense's paper ends dubiously with this open-ended question, which left me hanging. And here it is. Now that we know buyers pick a winner in the first 70% of the buying journey, the question for marketers and sellers is simply this: how do your marketing and selling processes need to change to ensure you are at the top of the shortlist when the point of first contact arrives? This is the punchline, my friends, and one I'm going to address here in this video. All right, so I'm going to start by covering 3 strategic focal points and my reasoning behind them. Then I'll move into offering some tactical ideas on how to go about achieving them. Let's go. All right, so where should sellers focus when they're not actively selling? As sellers, our default activity when we're not in front of buyers has long been prospecting. But the reality is that buyers increasingly reject these cold motions. So what's the alternatives? Sellers need to focus on 3 key areas. 1, building relationships. All right, so relationships are the foundation of success, okay? Buyers overwhelmingly choose vendors they already trust, 84% of the time, in fact. Sellers who consistently nurture these relationships stay top of mind when the buyer's need arises, making them the natural choice. 2, shifting from pitching to preparing. Buyers are spending 70% of their journey conducting independent research. By the time they reach out, they've reviewed content, held internal discussions, and often consulted external advisors. Sellers who are unprepared to meet this level of buyer sophistication risk being dismissed immediately. 3, increasing strategic visibility. Buyers interact with an average of 17 touch points per vendor across their journey. These touch points are often digital, reading blogs, downloading case studies, or watching videos. Visibility during this phase influences their perception of your brand and you and increases the chances that they'll initiate contact with you. So be visible. All right, so part 2 now. Let's break down these priorities into practical, tactical steps that you can take to make these strategies a reality. All right, so how to build relationships. Okay, tactical step 1, keep in touch with past buyers. Send periodic updates, avail resources, or even just a friendly check-in to maintain the relationship. Don't always sell. Tactical step 2, be active in your buyers' networks. Join industry groups, attend relevant events, or engage in professional platforms like LinkedIn to stay visible and top of mind and relevant. All right, bonus tactical step. All right, keep up with their job changes. Congratulate them on new roles and offer support during transitions, even if they're temporarily between positions. How do you think it comes about that they call vendors they already know when they're brand new in their job? It's because you paid attention to them between jobs. This builds long-term trust and goodwill. All right, so how to shift from pitching to preparing. Tactical step 1. Understand buyer context by immersing yourself in their world. Attend the same webinars, read industry-specific white papers, and stay up to date on their challenges. This helps you speak their language and connect meaningfully. Tactical step 2. Develop competency in speaking to competitor offers. Understand how competitors compare on pricing, features, and implementation. This equips you to address buyer questions confidently and positions you as an informed resource during the late-stage decision-making process. Tactical step 3. Monitor marketing signals for actionable insights and then take action. Pay close attention to opt-in engagement with content and form fills, response to targeted campaigns, and account-level intent data. These signals will reveal your buyer's interests, which you can then use to connect with relevancy and purpose. All right, so how to increase strategic visibility. Tactical step 1, prioritize sales and marketing alignment. You've got to ensure your outreach materials, like case studies and ROI calculators, are aligned with the buyer's journey and resonate with key personas. Do they make sense? Tell your marketing team Work together on this stuff, okay? Tactical step 2, position yourself as an accessible subject matter expert. Don't apologize for your role in the organization. You are the point of access. That is your job, and you can be a subject matter expert. So be both. Be ready to answer detailed questions about pricing, implementation, and typical use cases. Buyers value expertise wherever they can get it, and being the go-to person for pricing really establishes trust and your authority. They're going to want to buy from you. All right, so in closing, the new mandate for sellers is that we have to recognize that the buying landscape has changed. Buyers reject cold prospecting because it doesn't align with how they make decisions. It's time to move away from those outdated tactics and focus on what really matters: relationships, preparation, and strategic visibility. All right, we really can create environments where buyers are already thinking of us before they reach out. And if we do it well, they're going to choose us 84% of the time. Got all that? Okay, now go make some money.